Okay, I keep trying to develop this. This actually looks really good. I like how this one looks as far as the design goes. You still have the round thing. It makes it easy to attach. However, as I was drilling the holes to run it through just to get it down the road, we drilled through it and it snapped. This is a too brittle material. This is ABS. It should be more resilient than this, but it's breaking at the seam line, which also makes me think that it's a adhesion problem, because I also get splits in the print. Like right there's a little bitty split in that print right at the seam line, which means it's not staying hot enough whenever I print it out. Now there was this is an 8-hour, I just broke a 7-hour print. It broke. It is what it is. I'm gonna probably try to reduce the time on this print because I can't keep breaking these, and they keep breaking up here at this screw line. I like the alignment on it. I like the look of it. However, because it does keep breaking, I think I will come back and trim this off of this print for one. And I might just need to print this horizontal or at a 90-degree angle to change the angle so the print line / the weak line is not right on the side of 2 screws. Even though the 2 screws are, and this one I printed infill on it, so I wanted more infill so it'd be stronger, but the infill didn't seem to matter. So obviously it broke right on the seam line, the screw line, and everything else. I could probably glue it back together, but I ain't gonna get it done today, and I want to travel today. So I'm gonna take my photos from the angle here and angle here, and what I'm gonna try to do is I'm going to try to redesign this to a shorter side for one. I do like the look of that, but I don't want to be making like 8-hour prints, tying up my printer, making these or something like that all the time. And because of the design of this, and that it's obviously does not have enough support behind it, and when you screw it down, this creates a breaking point, because apparently these screws are also right at the end of my angle point, which you see right here is the angle that I put to butt up against it, and I put the screws right there, which with that support there and here, that's the first point is going to break because of the holes in it. So I mean, I could leave the screws in there and break it off the rest of it and get my angles off of that and use that as a flat face also for my angle, because this point is 90 degrees to the flat face up here. So I might just do that and get a better angled piece in there, so even if I put torque on it, it'll help spread the weight out a little more. I'm very annoyed. I like the front of this. The front of this looks really nice. So anyhow, that sucks. I mean, that really sucks, because I was hoping to get it on so I can go down the road. Now I'm just going to have a bunch of gauges sitting up here where I can kind of see them, but not really. With a little janky thing here, but I'm going to hook up the temperature gauge up here too today so we can just get down the road and deal with it later. It'll just look like crap for a while, which will annoy the crap out of me for a while, but we will go back to the 3D printer and print out another one. But this is this is the point of prototyping. When you prototype or design something, which I love the 3D printer and I love the CAD design process, but you're gonna fail. I was hoping that I could get around this by making it out of ABS. This is ABS. It prints pretty nicely. I like the black look. I don't like the green look. The green, the original green one here, which I also like the look of it, but it didn't really match up good. So to help hide that, I went to a flat line, hoping it'd be quicker. This was a 4.5-hour print, and this is a thermal reactive filament, so whenever it gets hot or warm, it'll turn yellow, which is not going to do it because my hands are cold apparently right now. And I'm doing this to kill time because I want to drive, but I gotta wait until that computer module gets here because I went ahead and ordered it, and it's a very expensive part. So that's kind of what we're doing. But like I said, I can use the screws as a marker and go from there, and I can try to finesse this angle in here a little better, or design it where it molds the angle permanently, and then you add glue to it or something like that. Yeah, that's annoying. But I like how the front looks here. I like the standoff here, and so that looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing. The time on it's not acceptable. It takes too long to print up. But the design is better. I don't have to use the compression gauges. I just use the screws in the back to tie it to the plastic. I like the little hole access there, which probably I'll leave some of this in there, get it set up. If I had glue, I'd probably glue it on right now just so it's done. But yeah, and it looks okay on the gauge. It's not professional, it's not, you know, whatever but that's okay. Anyhow, so today we are in the process of waiting again for our we're waiting for our computer module to get in here. As soon as that gets in here, and being that all it took was this pushing down on connection yesterday to get it running right, I'm pretty sure that I will just end up replacing those valve cover gaskets. However, I do not want to do it here, so if I can get it running well enough that we can go down the highway, we will do it at another spot. And the view is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful in high desert climate. And actually, I've been left alone to my own devices here. It's been mostly one of my best spots ever, except for getting harassed about gas over there near the highway, which I had diesel fuel. He didn't need diesel fuel. But I just left to my own devices, but no one wants to socialize, so that sucks. I used to be really good about meeting people originally, and I don't know if I'm just too busy. I don't see a point now to socialize and engage or not, but we'll go hang out with the my cat's foster mom, Ghislaine. So we'll go hang out with her and whoever else is with her, which might be the group that I'm going to be working with this summer. I don't know for sure, but that would be nice to get to know my coworkers too. So yeah. And I think there's a bat house over there. It definitely puts off light at night. I don't know why it puts off light at night. There's a little sign on it. We might hop over there and walk over there and look at it. It's just in a weird location to access. I'm pretty sure it's a bat house or some sort of science experiment over there. I don't know. I'm not really interested enough to walk across a dangerous road on the downhill side of a 60-mile-an-hour hill around a corner to go look at it. Granted, it's slow right now, but there's lots of truck traffic on this road. Anyhow, I think it's an easier road than going over the other way, so it goes straight south. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go pull up my order and see if it updates and says that it's in at the shipping facility. And then once it's in at the shipping facility, we'll drive the truck in again, because I stumbled upon a sign in town that says if you're over 5 tons, do not park on city streets. I seen a tractor that's parked up on pallets that spread its weight out, which means this whole town has blacktop throughout and it can't support the weight of the heavier vehicle sitting on it. So when it sits there, it probably sits there and puts an indent, so I don't want to get a ticket for that. Or because it's on a hill, it's not stable, and the whole town here is on a hill, and that was part of my lack of power going uphill from like 200 feet to 2,000 feet or whatever it is uphill all the way, and that's part of my lack of power that I experienced yesterday, and a strong wind. Anyhow, I want to get out of here. I've been here for almost 2 weeks at the BLM, and over 2 weeks at the BLM, but and then a week floating around the other spots I found here in town waiting for orders. I'm done with this area. I don't want to be here. So if we can get going down the road, I mean, this makes sense. Just drive 2 hours down and meet everyone up. I do have some large hills there. We'll go with that and go from there. I don't know what kind of content I'll be throwing up back then. It's stuff that probably won't involve work, because it's probably something I can't do at work. Although it might involve the area that I'm in, so we might do a lot of exploring in the area, and that will get me out to explore anyhow, so we'll go from there. I'm going to stop recording. Okay, so I'm at a dilemma right now. So UPS or USPS is not updating the tracking information. It said the tracking information will be updated in 2 days. The place I bought it from said it'd be there yesterday or today, and so I guess I can call down there and see if they got any packages for me down there, and send me a trip. Otherwise, I'm gonna go drive in and see if it's there. at the package location because the USPS thing is not updating for another day, and it's supposed to be here before that thing does it, and that's the only thing I'm really waiting on to leave, because the rig is working and I do want to get out of this area so bad, especially before the wind picks up, and it's already starting to pick up. So I guess I'll make a phone call, and if not that, you'll probably see me leaving the truck again, and I'll leave it on the time-lapse recording everything. Yeah, I've been here too long. Usually a week is too long for me, but we've been here for almost 3 weeks in this area, and it's been almost a month since we left the tribe group. And like I said, I've been talking to everyone because I don't know which way I'm going to go. I'll probably end up going east because it's easier on this, and it gives me closer group and a little bit easier time of working on it, because I can go to Aja's and do some major work on it if she'll let me, even if it's cold up there. So there's that. I still haven't made it over there. I was thinking about going to the dump and getting rid of all that extra fuel I've poured off, but God, I sure don't want to give it up. It looks clean. Maybe I'll just run through the filter through the tank. Anyhow, where they're at, they're fixing to leave. They're south of San Francisco, and they're fixing to leave, and the Canadian friends are just thinking about beelining up north so they can get checked in sooner, so they can, you know, do their stuff that they have to do, their time there, and then come back. So they got work also, so it's like, well, I mean, the biggest desire for me to go north is I can get rid of probably 1,000 pounds of weight at least, because I can drop it off at my sister's place, and it's all storage stuff anyhow. It's a safer state for me, so there's that. Other than she almost had a tornado take out their house the other day, but I'm sure she'll let me store stuff there, and that's the biggest thing. But the other possibility is, and I might just do it this way, is go up through Nevada up north, so it's cheaper gas, a lot cheaper gas, and it's okay. And once I know that this is driving okay, we'll probably drive up there, and then I'll probably get rid of some of this weight so I'm not hauling all this extra weight around with me. So there's that. Well, sometimes there's a choice, and sometimes it's not a good choice. I made the decision to leave that spot before I had my last package. I was probably one day out from receiving it, but some things happened on the BLM land that I was on that just gave me the heebie-jeebies. And after doing some consideration, I was going to stay there one more night. I had somewhat of a safe place nearby, but just, you know, you never know what's going to happen, and when stuff happens near dark, sometimes your best choice is just to leave the area. And we made that decision. It could have just been some people just joshing around and being, you know, just generally whatever. And it could have just been nothing at all. But being that I've been there for almost 2 weeks, I've seen the same vehicles drive by my rig during those 2 weeks, and then have one of the people in the two vehicles yell at me. And it's stupid, and I normally, if I was staying with a group, I wouldn't put any thought into it, but because I was by myself, and because of all the other weird stuff that started happening, I decided to get the heck out of there. And so we headed to our next spot east to give it a test drive, and we drove at night just to get in a safer spot. However, it does lead me to the fact that I don't have my computer control module, and I will have to have it reshipped and shipped out to another time. At the time of this recording, I have yet to receive my computer control module, and so I am having difficulties right now. We will see what happens in the future. Anyhow, enjoy the time lapse of the night travel. At least we're in safer spots.